Hello and welcome. This movie will explain the new naming convention for muxes. We made a lot of new muxes and a lot of variations in our system, which tend to get a bit confusing and complex. So we made this naming convention to make clear rules what the naming is going to be, so there's no misunderstanding. The guideline is that our standard 8 and 18 DWM and CWM won't be affected by it. It's really the exceptions where we have a better and clear name on it. So all our muxes, the standard naming starts with SO and then dash what the technique is, the CWM or DWM. Then the type, so we got a MUX, an OEDM, which is standard East and West, or an EOEDM, which is an only East. OEDM or an Ultra MUX. Then the amount of channels, so the 8 or 18 for CWM, OEDM, which channels they are, and the same for the DWM. Then the options, like a monitor upgrade, 1550 wide. Then the technique, if it's a duplex MUX or a simplex MUX. And then we have the connector types where the LC UPC is standard and all the exceptions will be shown. Same for the casing. Our 19-inch casing is standard. If it's an exception, we'll put it into the name. So there's not a lot of changes for the 8 and the 18, or none of the no changes at all. It's more for the exceptions where there's changes. Let's practice a bit. This is our standard 8-port MUX. So we have SO CWM. As you can see here, the MUX is the type, the amount of channels is the 8 ports, the options is the plus, monitor and upgrade. Then everything is standard, so you get the duplex, it's a duplex MUX, it's a LC UPC, so that's not shown, and it's a 19-inch casing, so that's not shown. So there's nothing behind the name here because that's all standard. Then a bit more difficult one. This is an ABS box and it's used for an underground enclosure. That's an SOCWM, that technique. It's an East only one. The channels are the 1470, 1490, 1510 and 1530. So we'll put that in with a slash here. It's got no monitor or upgrade, so there's nothing shown here. It's a full duplex one in one casing, so nothing is shown here. It's LC UPC, so nothing is behind here. And it's an ABS casing, which is an exception to a 19-inch casing, so we'll do dash ABS. Next one. This is just a standard 18-port CWM MUX. It only has SC APC connectors instead of LC APC. So for the naming, we only take this as a change. This keeps blank, this is blank, and the rest is all standard. Then our standard muxes have MUX and DMUX in it, and the MUX, that's a typical technique, but we can get them simplex as well, so we just remove one of these. The naming for that is just the SOCWM, MUX of course, 18 of course, MON of course, but then simplex here. We are using now simplex and not mono because that's too much the same as MON. So we use simplex, which is a typical name in the industry. Simplex SC, this is an SC MUX, and the 19-inch casing is no change, so we keep that blank. You can see that in the name, so MON, that simplex, I didn't change this one, simplex dash SC dash APC. Then the same for our bare OEDM MUX, which is used, the bare Ultra MUX. This is used in underground enclosures as well. It's the our Ultra MUX. So it's an CWM, it's an Ultra MUX, which is shown here, 8 ports. It's got an upgrade port. It's a simplex, so there's no DMUX. It's just a simplex one. LC UPC connectors and a bare, because this is how it is. We call this a bare. Okay, hope this is all clear. Thank you very much.